Hello everyone, welcome back to EE Colonies. Yes, that is the name of this mod pack. Yes, I did forget it last time. Did a little bit of crafting off camera just to get stuff done. I also just gave the colony time to get some stuff assembled. Now the tavern is up and running, so they should be good not to have a bad time during the night. Next thing we need to do is make sure that the colony is taken care of. Now, there are a few ways we can do that, one of which would be a farm, the other would be a fishery. We would also need a courier and a warehouse. What I wanted to do was come over here and see how close to the water we can get. And I believe this is right where I want to be, actually. And the reason for that is if I'm going to set up a fishery, I want to make it accessible. And I want to make it something that looks nice and is easy to get to. It will not be the first thing we make. I also have to look at protecting everyone from the lava because...
Oh, hey, good to see you.
Force, yep. Now, the other thing we have, as he has just mentioned, is a forester's hut. And what I want to do is off here by the water, I want to look into the idea of setting up a forester. Now, we are intentionally not setting up things in a perfectly concise manner. We're kind of setting it up how you would expect a real how you would expect a real city to start being set up. Not city. Can you make it here, please? To build the hut here. But basically it would end up, there we go. Oh, that's cute. Oh, 5 lumberjack. Whew. It does look nice. It does look kind of like what we're trying to do. Right. The alternate lumberjack. Does look a little bit more... a little crazier, but honestly, I think the standard lumberjack hut, not only is it cheaper material-wise, but it also fits the theme a lot better. I think we will potentially move it over a little bit. Place it down. Build options. Easy. But that will help get our wood supply going. The other thing we want to do, I believe we will do a little bit closer to tavern, just for safety's sake, is come here. Horticulture farm. We'll check out the alternate farm first. Now, I believe what it is with farms you have to make fields that connect to it. So that is one of those... oh, we want all farms, see what it... okay, it's kind of cute. At tier 5, standard farm at tier 5. Actually, the standard farm at tier 5 Uh-oh. Oh, okay. So that is part of its own building. Ow. Oh, it's part of the farm building. Wow, that is actually quite large. However, for as large as this is, it is a very lovely farm. I think what we're going to do is maybe go with this for our farm. A little close to the lava, but does kind of feel like something nice. We will raise it up because we do want to actually fill in a lot of this stuff. Sir, maybe don't go into the basement that has a dungeon hidden underneath it. You know, just safety sake kind of thing. Older. Okay, we need one field hay. Okay. Now, we'll come here. Okay, they have a whole bunch of custom wood recipes, which is nice. Paint tool. Replanting. Zoning mode. Cool. JP, yep. I knew you would be
You are
having
so
an issue.
wise.
More coarse dirt. How much do you need? 7 fences and slabs. That's actually relatively easy for a lumber mill. I'm gonna pretend I don't see it. The only reason I'm pretending I don't see it is it is something I will have to deal with, just not this very instant. I got really lucky that there's coarse dirt right here, otherwise I'd be crafting it myself. And I don't know how I feel about having to craft a whole bunch of it. So we know that there are underground mobs that we will have to deal with. Other than that, though, we should be relatively fine. I'm gonna need to put a bit of a wall up for there just to make sure everything's safe, but that's not the worst. Fence and slabs. Hello, Maverick. Yes, sir. This is our new series. It is EE Colonies. So EE falls under the Project D. That would be the base of the mod with the Philosopher's Stones and stuff like that. And then Project Colonies, or not Project Colonies, Mine Colonies, is this one where we have an entire town that we are building up taken care of. Everybody's tucked into bed. That means I can go to sleep. See what our other builder needs. But we do have a relatively beautiful world to work with. And if I'm not mistaken, I did notice when I was looking back that there are train tracks. So we will be able to set up trains either between colonies, if I can set up a secondary colony, or between points of interest throughout the map. Like over here, we've got this little, honestly, I have no idea, but it looks kind of like a little fortress. Over here, we have the treehouse. I have no idea what that is. And there's just stuff everywhere. So we are going to try to have the world be as lively as possible. So we need hay bales and a hay bales field. Okay, so the thing I'm going to be missing the most is wheat. Is honestly not the worst thing, because I do have it growing there. Okay. Up. Go. Up. First is hut. Great. Managed worker. Awesome. Let me here. Go here. Name this tool.
I can't work like that.
There. And take it to about there. That should be more than enough blocks.
I can't work like that.
Yep. Great. Let me craft you a set of axes. So how have you been, Maverick?
work like that. Without this, I can't work.
Well, I hope things become better than okay for you. Hopefully soon, because I know I've had a lot of okay days myself, and I know sometimes the
I'm
things
waiting
can,
for something.
you know, they can end up looking up when you least expect them. He kind of that's how I feel in the morning when I have to go to work. But no, yeah. Hopefully nothing too crazy is going on with you. I know you had your tests. Hope you did well on them. Oh, I know that. I spent a lot of time trying to convince friends to just spend more time studying and, you know, spend more time just not doing anything, if that makes sense. So, did you see what happened with the KISS station?
What is it?
Okay. Now I don't know if I should spoil it. Because, you went to bed and I managed to, we'll say, do something a wee bit crazy.
Yes.
So the question, Maverick, is would you like me to spoil it? I guess that kind of goes for the YouTube audience as well, because while the video should be up, for this. So we had to retire the KISS station. Yeah, so the KISS has been retired. Long live the KISS. But do not fear, I do have plans for a KISS 2. And I do believe when we get the KISS 2 up, I do have a solution to the radiation issue we had run into. So, the KISS station, unfortunately, due to the connectors we used, it was as close to non-functioning as you could get without actually just being a bunch of pieces. So, what we did was we sent a space plane up to evacuate the crew. We then, after evacuating the crew, or at least evacuating a majority of the crew, and loading the other set of the crew into the emergency eject system from this, or the emergency crash system for the space station, as it were, we then deorbited the station in its entirety. I am still trying to figure out how to do the research kits, though, because it seems like the only way to get them is with a like a research lab, and I'd prefer not having to fly them up there every time I need 12 of those little kits. Like, it's not like the heavy lift can't bring a research lab or 7 up. It's, you know, it's just a pain in the butt. However, I do have plans for a much better KISS 2 station. One, it'll be using better docking so that we do not have the same issue befall us. The other thing is, it will have a solution I implemented for dealing with the radiation.
Yes, fish and chips. Just need some malt vinegar.
So, at least in theory, once we once we start getting going, I can do some tests, which hopefully will be done tomorrow. That should solve quite a few issues, as well as so I will continue to use the RCA trains that I built. However, I will use a different model with a different docking setup. That should solve the problem just outright on its own. The major concern would be dealing with the flimsiness of the station, which I believe I have a solution for. A decoupling slash docking identifier for how I'm going to be building all of it, as well as what was the other thing? What was the other thing? I will remember in a moment. Gonna have the docking set up. What was the other thing I was gonna do? Okay, no problem. I will see you around. Hopefully you'll get to see my solution to the radiation, because I think it's quite clever, but until I do tests, I won't know if it actually is clever or just insane. Alright, men, good night. I will see you tomorrow. See what other type of residents we have. House. Exactly like that. Like any of those. Workers might have a nice house. Workers wall house. I do enjoy that. Normal residence at max. With another fortress. Okay. Jungle tree houses are nice, but I don't have a setup for that right now. That's nice, but I think I do have to just that is a nice house. Okay, back to, well, not really the drawing board, but I don't have birch. If I had birch and I knew I could find it, it would probably be my go-to, but now I think this will be the going for it. Got this. What does this turn into? Oh, that turns into an actual. Two of 4 residents done. You're not a resident, so you're not worried about getting fed. It's nice that they're not perfectly lined up. Build up. Build the building. I wonder, are watering cans in here? Doesn't really look like it. Okay, let's see what you want. You probably want a shovel or a hoe.
Yeah.
Or you want wood in a very specific manner. Can't blame you for that. End question, why my lumberjack? Doesn't have anything done.
What can I do for you?
You can tell me why. why there ain't a whole bunch of anything. Okay. Now I do see some birch trees over there, so I might be able to introduce it into the colony.
Yeah, I heard a whistle that time.
Okay, you are actually insane. Good to know. Might have to look into building a bridge there eventually. Depending on how large our castle gets, because I do believe it would behoove us to have, you know, two bigger buildings. This, so that we don't lose durability. That, so we can get both and waste durability. Boom. Really should set up a tree farm. Feel like the kind of thing that would behoove me. Oh. One birch sapling. There's the rest. Okay, at least for now. Beat. Pop that over. And at least for now, make our way back. Hey, buddy. Eight trapdoor stairs slabs. Before I make a whole bunch, I need a whole bunch of fence.
What is it?
Yes. You want the area to be safer. It is understandable. quite a bit of that. You, my friend.
Oh, right away.
Zoning mode off, but I will plant the trees myself, I guess. Well, we'll find out if you're worth your salt in a bit. And grab some wood. Gonna grab the pre-made stuff, but whoopsies. That. Take out the last remaining tree over here. Okay, now hopefully I can make the rest of the fences relative ease. Here and gently start covering that. Okay, is everyone set for bed? Come on. There we go. This off. And the field and the hay are all left, and that we just need to grow. You, on the other hand, you should have a few things you want.
Where's the
This
courier?
housing, not what was promised to me.
Where's the courier? Where's the courier?
I have not gotten there yet. I apologize.
Where's the courier?
There you go. That is such a large quantity of material that you want. Let's grab what we can. Light gray is not that useful. White dye, and we will change the bed to white. That. Okay. Architect's cutter. Okay. Enough. Boom. Here.
What's it today then?
Hey, yes, I know you need those hay barrels because apparently they come before building the actual house. Slab, stairs. Boom. Okay. So we do need gravel. Bunch of oak. Another hay bale. And a campfire. That. Do that. Right. Technically, don't have any wood.
Need something?
Well, let's go a little ways away. And we'll take out a few trees. Let's see if this works. There we go. Okay. Now, while I don't expect that to be everything I need for the wood, it could help a little bit. I will need to make like a stone railing or fence to go around that. Just for safety's sake. Mm-hmm. Okay, what else do you need? Doors, ladder should be easy enough. Only one more stairs. There we go. Okay, it is nighttime, so try to sleep. Okay, try and sleep. Hello, Mr. Spider. Do us both a favor and do not pick a fight. Guess I can't use those again till they're actually used for something, so. Limits. Me determine where I'm putting the rest of the settlers. There, and anything extra? Look like it does. Huh. It is weird that it says these aren't. Oh, they aren't. An actual tree. Okay, so he is chopping. I guess it will just take a while for him to get good at what he does. Can do it with pumpkin. Ooh. Of course, I don't have leather, but that's not a terrible problem. Sorry, Mr. Cow, but your sacrifice is not in vain. It is, in fact, delicious. Come on. Couldn't go anywhere too dangerous. Hey. Leaves. I don't think I have any on that. And then I didn't think I had. So on me. Or quite useful. Garlic. What we want to do. What we want to do. Just come down somewhere over here. Set up our dairy farm. Really, gravel is just about everywhere. It's a matter of getting to it. Now, looking at this, I have a few ideas. I think we're gonna stick to the lake for now. I might also make a seaweed charcoal style farm. Not the lake, the river for my gravel. Go up and down. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Okay, that should be enough gravel for the current operation. The problem is, he just needs the hay bales. Gonna be one of those it happens when it happens kind of thing. Problem is he's not working on anything else until he gets them. Okay.
'Tis a fine morning. Good day to you.
Yes, I know you need the framed oak. Quite a bit of oak logs and other things, so we will be getting those shortly. What I will also be doing is making a handful more chests, because as of right now, it's necessary to do a lot of stuff. Do that, and our baked potatoes. Now we just wait for it to tell me that everyone is asleep. We're gonna sleep instead of letting, the monsters show up and give us a hard time. Go get plenty of wood. Sure. How far can I take this? This, and then that. Gives us a little bit of wood. We still need more. So, gonna... Yeah. So, as you guys have probably guessed by now, this isn't going to be a super quick series. Oop. But what it will be is a fun series that hopefully I will have some guest stars on as time elapses. Now, who those guest stars can be is probably going to be a mix between quite a few people. I don't believe it'll be that many that people know unless they've seen my videos. However, there are plenty of YouTubers I would always love to have on. I don't believe they would even know that I'm a thing, so I would not want to take time out of their busy schedules just to enthuse me. See. Well, where that you need that?
Good to see you.
You need, what are they called? Framed oak planks. Right cross and left cross. Hi. Yep, I've got nothing to trade with you, unfortunately. Yeah, I know. I'm surprised too. Nothing at all. Boom, boom, and you should be able to build that residence now. And we do need to get the residence up and going because that is one of the primary ways we increase our population aside from hiring externally. The main problem with external hires are while they tend to have okay stats, you have to have what they want, and right now I do not. Like, I don't have the beehives to make the bees or anything of that nature. Let's see why they are upset. Or are they just upset until they place the first block down?
It's a fine afternoon.
Work on it. Yep, you'll get space as you build. Okay, let's head down to the ocean side and check our farm, which is kind of funny because realistically you couldn't farm oceanside like that. Like you can, I think, with some crops, but the very nature of the ocean being salty kind of makes it a moot point. come up yet. Farmer has not done much with it. Yes, I'm aware you're having an existential crisis due to the fact that you do not have the materials you need. Grab our remaining bone meal. I could have swore we had more bone meal. Did I put it in the chest? I did. Now we're gonna have to come over to crops that are semi up. And that is how it goes. That lets us get one hay bales that our builder requires. Hey, buddy. I know you're freaking out. Don't worry. Not all of them, but there's one of them. Okay, let me recall you just so that you have less of a hard time. Come here. So there's all kinds of stuff like crossroads, stuff like that. But if I come here to walls, I can come to gates. Got your level 1. 2, 3, 4, 5. And we will eventually get to the point where we're building level 5 walls. Gates. Segment, segment. I think we would, no matter what, we would either start at a level 2 wall or a level 3 wall. Level 2s are nice. Level 3s look really good. But as you go up, this is a lot of stonework that I don't have. Okay, everyone, let me know when you're in bed and we'll go from there. Go. The other reason we are building 4 houses is A, so everyone gets housed, but B, as you upgrade a house, people, like, more people can use it. So, if we get 4 of them, that means at their max level, they will get, I believe it's either 14 or 20 people. Let's see if I can make a map. Or the gotten there yet? I don't have a colony flag set up. This. little magic. Hey, why not? Okay. Okay, that's not the worst. You guys will. Get to it. Like, a lot of this is set up. Contributors and donors. As heavily resourced as that is actually not the worst I've seen for a town hall. There's a city square you can do? Let me look at putting that. Miscellaneous, the gallows. Now, I don't think I'd need them simply because, you know, as nice as they look, they're not really my thing. Ugh. Center. I really do like the look of the town center. Is just we don't have a town center, not yet. Free sawmill here. That is kind of funny. And that's the alternate sawmill, normal sawmill. Looks like a proper sawmill. Oh, they add like a wood reel and everything. That's cool. That's likely to be one of my upgrades at some point. Boom. Boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. I don't think I have any real other items. Ooh, home sweet home. Just making a house. That is very, very wonderful. Now all we have to do over here and tell you, hey, build the next one. You're not going to have the materials to do it, but actually, for now, we're going to hold off because we have not done any exploring. And while we don't have armor, which, you know, as you might guess, is probably going to be the downfall of me, but while we don't have armor, we do have a bit of a need. Right. Save. There we go. Now we have just enough that we can make our book. Might have to take out a cow, unfortunately, but we should have enough for our book. And that book will let us build our thing for scroll condensing, which would be nice. Now let's see. We have a tower here. Tyrannical gem. I don't trust that. Lunar gem, cool. Lunar gem, cool. Whole bunch of nice gems, but I don't actually have a need for them. I got very lucky. I definitely should have checked for traps. I will have to come back here and look at getting the rest of that, seeing as this all got blown up. Gonna grab my bits and pieces. Sweeping edge, chainsaw. Aquatic boots, cool. We will give ourselves a nice shield. So, mark that done. Let's go look at what's over here. There's something over here. Looks weird. At least it does on the mini-map. Oh, I think that's a creature. That would explain it. Okay. Let's keep heading to the northwest. I grab some wheat from the burned out farm in the burned out village. Ow. That was what I was thinking about. Now I can make all the houses and farms that I want. Again, really wish I had the vein miner mod because it would make this quite a bit quicker, but it's fine. I wonder if I could cut these trees down using the chainsaw thing. Wait until everyone's tucked into bed before they get upset at me. Okay, we're far enough away. I do the reset, even though it will upset them, simply by virtue of don't want anything spawning in here. Like a good way to not wake up. Take the bell. Hi. Lead is nice. The books are nice. Actually. Da 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 da. That is quite handy, actually. Let's take a peek at this other location, even though we can't get resources right now because we maxed our inventory out. Actually, do we have backpacks? I guess not. I feel like I had checked it and forgot, but... Oh.
Who wants to fight?
Not me.
I'll be back!
I'm sure you will be. After all, you are a
I'll
barbarian.
be back!
Okay, a lot of...
Who wants to fight?
Okay, time to go. Let's disengage from combat. Once we have confirmed combat disengagement, we will warp back home. They are quite persistent, thankfully. I am ever so slightly faster. They're very persistent. Hmm. Well, if they are going to be this much trouble, might as well greet them. Hi, you. I know you're there. I just made it so you can't get to me. However,
I'll be back!
now I have to hit each of you individually.
I'll be back!
Or you will be back, but not right away, and
I'll be back!
enough time that I can now consider that cleared. Go help our... Hi.
What is it?
That. Hi. Who are your parents? Unknown. Okay, so just a child showed up. That's not concerning at all. You're just gonna follow me around, aren't you? Okay. Well, I guess for now, I'm gonna need 4 leather, so... Sorry, nearby cows. Oh, we have a cave cow. That should be just enough for everything. Do have to get to the point where we're feeding everyone, because that is in fact a thing. That. Come here. Oop. Six, easy enough, and our builder spawned. You. You are gonna be that. You are gonna be the other builder. And we'll add stuff to this book as we go along. But now we can see that the farm is getting built. See that the houses are getting built. One of the things I need to store gets built. Where is it? Where is it? Yep, farm is done. Great. One of these. Oh. That one is gonna have a courier's hut and warehouse. Both of these are very important to us. Now the warehouse is going to have to find its own little area. Now I might look at doing an underground warehouse. And the reason for that, aside from changing things up a little bit, is it would give us a very nice looking setup for it. That looks cool. That does look quite brilliant. Come here, cavern. Storage. Warehouse. That is way too crazy. This warehouse. Again, way too crazy. That's not comforting. What on earth are you making? That is insane. Okay, switch packs again. Dire. Supplies. Warehouse. Warehouse. And then we're gonna come over here real quick and get Ray asleep. Because apparently we are spawning monsters left, right, and center. Hello, Father. Oh. Run. There we go. Protection and Frostwalker, that is nice. Go back up here. I'll look at... Okay, so it's literally like the Shire. And as cute as that is, I am not making a hobbit house. Not now, at least. Okay, Mr. Mine Colonies, let's see what you have. Normal warehouse. Nice. You do have a decent size to you. Max out to a nice style. With an upstairs, so couriers are going to have a bit of a field day. It does at least semi-match the style. The alternate just changes the material composition, which honestly not that crazy. What we're gonna do, go here. I want to make sure that we're gonna have space between the buildings. I guess this is gonna be the fact that but right against there, but build options 24 racks. So this is going to be a very good setup. I think what it racks. You do take bits of iron, so we'll have to spend some more time in the mine. Say, hey, come here, build the rest of the houses because they do need to get built. Hey. That's going to be quite a bit more, but not actually as bad as I thought that was going to be. Those... Good set of torches. I do need to make sure I put a courier over there by the warehouse. It's generally a smart move. Torches, cobblestone, and a bunch of oak, and some dirt. Cool. Cobblestone slabs. Does not appear to, but you have the inventory. Wood. No idea how you got a very high-powered crossbow. But we're gonna pretend we didn't see it. For safety's sake. Hi, child. Now, the reason we want the warehouse done first is, let's see, we're working on that. But yeah, the reason we want the warehouse done is once it is done and complete, it will give us access to quite a few things, actually. None of which are going to be immediately available. That's why we need a courier, but it will give us access to with the courier, of course, it'll give us access to having resources moved and shipped between stuff. So, as the lumberjack cuts down wood, these guys will actually be able to use it. Now, for right now, that doesn't mean a lot because they can't, aside from the one gentleman, they can't do anything with that. Like, they know it exists, but they can't do anything about it. The cute little courier's hut. Let's go back to medieval oak, storage, courier, deliveryman, alternate deliveryman. Okay, that's kind of impressive. What do you look like at your tier 5? You are everywhere at your tier 5. You look quite a bit hectic at tier 5 as the alternate. As a standard, you do look a little bit better. You need to make sure that here, and I have the staircases set right. Honestly, that's fine. You lava cauldron. That's interesting. Build options. Build the building. Nope, let's get here. While they're going to bed, let's see what else we're missing. Campfire, easy enough. Okay, everyone's tucked into bed. Good night. Cobblestone, coarse dirt, crafting table. Easy enough. Er, that is because we know we're gonna need it.
I can't
Alright.
work like this.
Oh, you actually need a tool. That I can take care of right now. That is
Where's
too
the
many
courier?
tools. Sorry. But there you go. They will break quite quickly on you. I do apologize. We want frame, frame, frame. And of course, I just tossed all my oak, so there's that. Okay. Let's go here, grab our logs and our sticks. Boom, boom, boom. And now we have the campfire available. The other thing is I can start tossing stuff into the warehouse on my own once we have a courier up. And that courier will then deliver
Where's
just
the
about
courier?
anything else I need.
I can't work like this.
You need an axe? Oh, you're doing that house, aren't you?
I can't work like that.
Can you leave it alone, ma'am? I'm getting you your tools.
Where's the courier?
Space in your inventory, I am aware. You don't need flowers, you don't need mint. No idea how you ended up with leads, but you do have them, so. This, grab the leads, grab that. Drop off what I can. Should have some gravel. Another one of the other upsides to having the warehouse is you have a inventory you don't have to worry too much about because it is self-maintaining. Go drop off inventory. Back stuff I need. Let's head to our mine. I'm trying to remember at what level certain things show up. Okay, now, aside from, say, a baby zombie, fine from things. Oh, that was the thing I forgot. Let's teleport back. We put our torches away. And torches are a miner's best friend. Actually, they're such an important friend, I'm going to craft more of them. Does look like we are pretty close to our wrapping up point. We'll probably be getting off in a moment, but I will do a little bit of mining. It's not really Minecraft if you don't mine or craft. Hmm. If I'm not mistaken, was it my level 12 is the standard for diamond? I don't know if that's changed since they've made the world deeper, but no lava is over here, and you can kind of hear it through the walls. I'm try that. I haven't even found iron, which is a bit of a worrying prospect. I will go the other way, just because it's looking like the diorite and andesite, stuff like that, are not going to be playing well with us. Something had a magical feel to it over there, but not a great idea to do this, but let me take a peek. I come here. Hmm. Alright. Well, you know something's here. Whether that's just the ocean, or whether that's... Oh. Proper underwater stuff. Let's swim back towards oxygen. Take a quick peek, see if there is air. There is right here. I'm surprised I managed to avoid this massive underground cave system, or watery cave system as it were, unintentionally. Yeah. Staircase goes right by it. Tiny bit more. Just... There we go. And now Let's head home. We're gonna build the furnace. Build a stairs, and then we're gonna call it for the night. Inventory. You don't need seeds. Don't need that. Alright, everyone. I believe that's all she wrote, so I will see you next time. Take it easy.